Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. We out here, we rolling. Shout out to Cash Flow Wealth Builders. Big supporter of them, man, out there in Atlanta, man. The young group putting together their thing, man. They send me a lot of merch. I appreciate the love, man. I love your work, man. So I wear it often. So I represent. Y'all go check them out there in Atlanta. Today, man, I wanted to give y'all one of these quick savage moments because, as always, I thought about it, so I wanted to get it off my chest and give it to y'all while it's fresh in my brain. It came from a movie. I was watching this movie last night, so this made that thought pop up in my head. But yeah, man, prison is just vicious, man. It ain't no other way around it. It's just vicious, man. And you know, if you not willing to get hurt or you not willing to hurt somebody, please just don't ever go to prison. Don't ever go to prison because there's a whole lot of people in there that's most definitely willing to hurt you, and for the smallest and the pettiest things too. So I can remember early in my bit, you know, I was in the wall, so you know that was real quick. I think I left Southampton receiving. I left receiving and went straight to the wall. As I've told y'all some stories about the wall before, you know, 500 Spring Street in Richmond, it was the oldest penitentiary in Virginia. Known for its viciousness, known for, you know, people losing their lives and they're losing, you know, limbs and, you know, eyes and you know, all of that, you know, going on in the wall. And they dropped me off there straight from receiving. So, you know, I'm young, I'm green, I don't know nothing, you know. And it was eye-opening experience for sure, you know. And I've told y'all stories about the wall. I did a video about the wall, so you know y'all go back and look at that. But I don't think I mentioned this incident in the video. But I can remember, you know, when I first got there, you know, I'm still young, you know, I'm like 21, something like that, 20, 21. I'm up in that age, right? 21, no older than 21. So, you know, I still, you know, got a lot of energy, a lot of athleticism in me, man. So I'm playing basketball a lot. I'm working out, I'm boxing, I'm jogging. You know, I'm trying to, you know, get in as best shape as possible, you know, for this journey that I got to go on. So, I used to play basketball when we go outside for rec. We started going out. When I first got there, we was still on lock. We weren't even going out there. It just came off a lock, man. I mean, like, I think they was on like a couple of years lock because of all the violence and stuff. And they, you know, started slowly but surely putting people back out on the yard. So I can remember going out there, man. And I remember the first time I played basketball. And I can remember the dudes, man. It was it was basketball, but it was more like rugby out there, man. And dudes would, you know, get to arguing and, you know, airborne and boom, dudes getting their lip bust, you know, eye black, nose broke. And I'm like, man, I don't even know if I want to be playing out here, you know what I'm saying? But you want to, you know, stay active, and it ain't nothing to do. It ain't nothing to do up in there. You doing everything everybody else doing, you know, or either you just sitting around, you know, being bored to death. So I played from here, from every time to time I played, you know. But I can remember, man, I couldn't have been there too long, man. And I went out there, and we was going out there this time, and I was undecided whether I was going to play ball or whether I was going to work out. So I said, man, I'm going to go ahead and try to play a little ball. And before rec over, go out here and jog me a couple of miles and, you know, do me some calisthenics. So I go over here to the basketball court, And I get over there and I'm trying to get on, and my homeboy, he can play real good, so he gave me a run. So we get out there, we ball, we play, but we lost. You know what I'm saying? So we go on the sideline, and we waiting to try to get another down. I want to just get one more run, and then I'm gonna go and actually literally run. And so the next team get on there and they playing, man, and they won't even playing for a good couple of minutes, and dudes get arguing, and they just going back and forth, and they start calling each other outside their name. Whenever you do that, you know what I'm saying, especially in the penitentiary, it should be anywhere on earth, then you're in a different zone now, because certain things you can't say to a man, certain names you can't call a man. You can't call a man the B word. You can't tell a man that suck your, you can't do that to a man, without actual. That's what you're supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? But when that get to that point, man, you already know something getting ready to pop off. So I'm on the sideline and I'm just looking and watching, right? And these two dudes, they going back and forth, back and forth. And then when the dude actually said that, he told him, suck his, and dude said, what you say? He said, you heard what I said? So the next thing you know, he take off on boom, boom. And dude swing back at him, boom, boom. So they rumbling, they just bang, bang, bang. So they swinging at each other, coming at each other, going hard as I don't know what. And they both of them connected. And man, out of nowhere, man, dude just come running over there, and he pull his joint out, he pull that Bethlehem out, and he behind the dude, and he just hit him, start hitting him. Mop, mop, mop. So dude turn around and looking at him, and then the other dude is still punching him in his face, and he trying to stop the knife, you know what I'm saying? He trying to stop that, because I'm quite sure that joint is hurting. So he trying to stop that, but dude is down on him, man, and then he bagging up, and he trying to fight both of them, and he just fall. And when he fall to the ground, man, dude just get on and start hitting, bam, bam, bam. Other dudes just kicking him, and he trying to keep dudes off of him, man, and it just look, man, it was eye opening to me, man. I was like, because at first I thought dude was the way the blows, when you see something like that, the way the blows is just hitting, boom, boom, and you were like, boom, oh, he catch, but then you look and you realize he got that thing in his hand, so these hits is going up in him, man. It's penetrating him. It's cutting vital organs, and I'm like, man. So he fighting back, man, and then dude just pull up off him, and he and start walking away. He said, yeah, go, go, go. So dude just looking at him, he down there, and he on the ground, and he trying to get up, and he can't get up, man, and he gargling blood, and he trying to get, and he can't even get up. And then dude that he had initially got the rumbling with, the initial fight with, he walk over there to him one more time and kick him in the face. Bam! He just roll over, man, and he trying to get up, and he can't get up, and man, I was just looking at it, I was like, man, oh man. And you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing, you can't say nothing, because it's not your business, And then what was more crazy about it to me was everybody was like more or less waiting, because they was on the court. They was more or less waiting. So another dude, he said, man, I'm gonna play. He said, come on, man, let's play for the people get to looking down here. So another dude said, all right, I'm gonna play. And the dude that was actually in the fight, he get back on the court, and they just start playing. Dude is on the sideline, and he just trying to, he trying to catch his breath. He trying to breathe, man, and there's blood everywhere, man. He's just soaked in blood. I don't know how many times he got hit, but he got hit vicious. He got hit in the back, and he got hit in the front. And he's just bleeding, and you can just see him over there, man, just trying to get up. He can't get up. And, man, it just looks so sad. And, man, it just was eye-opening to me. I was like, oh, yeah, this different right here. This different right here. I got to be ready, because when you see things like that and you in prison, the first thing me anyway, but I'm assuming but the first thing you got to do is you have to, whether you want to. Now you got to put yourself in that position. You got to say, what if that's me? You know what I'm saying? Or could that be me? And the could it be you is, the answer is always yes. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be ready for those type of things, man. And that changed my psyche right there. That changed my psyche, because I just couldn't see that happening to me, man. It just looked so sad, so vicious, and they just was playing basketball like ain't nothing happened. And this dude over there gargling blood, fighting for his life. Ain't nobody go over there to help him. It ain't nobody say nothing. They just kept on running basketball, you know what I'm saying? And I peeled off. I peeled off. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, if I won't show up when I was gonna go work out, this is right now is the time to go work out. And I go over there and I start working out, man, and I go all the way on the other side of the yard, and eventually, the police is seeing them down there, man, and they blow the whistle and everything. They shut the wreck down. Everybody go in, blah blah blah. And this is what even more insane. Now I don't know how, you know. I don't think he died because, like I say, whenever you're in prison and somebody die like that, you gonna know because you gonna feel the blunt of that, But he was definitely close to it, and he was definitely in bad shape. But we came out the next day. We came out for wreck. Everything that went, operations went the same the next day as if it ain't even happened. You know what I'm saying? And the dude who was actually in it, I seen him the next day. The dude that actually put the Bethlehem in him, I seen him the next day. So they ain't even get locked up. They ain't even get caught. You see what I'm saying? And this dude somewhere struggling and fighting for his life, probably on life support somewhere. And these dudes are still going about their everyday activity. You see what I'm saying? So that right there put it in my mind, man. They vicious in here. You got to be vicious with an ER on, straight up, because I won't, man. If I was gonna die, I wasn't gonna die just laying down. I wasn't gonna die just not being prepared. I wasn't gonna die not being ready. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a whole different mindset, man, because a lot of people can't get in that mindset, and you ain't gonna know you could get in that mindset until you get in it, until you in this type of situation. And yeah, man, and in a way, and I know this may sound crazy, but in a way, it was like one of the best things they did for me moving forward in my bit was sending me to the wall. Because that let me know how serious prison was. That let me know what was going on in there. That let me know what can happen to me. That let me know, what the layout of the land was. Because if you go to one of these little small prisons, or you go to one of these road camps, or you go to one of these prisons, they got all of this foolishness going on, where it's what I want to call it, like all these Uncle Tom and stuff like, because they got some of them, then you end up getting transferred and you go to one of these prisons that ain't playing no games, and one of these real jumps, you gonna be lost. You gonna be lost, man. You gonna be late as a pool table, man. You gonna be square as a pool table, green as a pool table, 4 times square. I'm trying to tell you, man, and that can cost you your life, because it goes down in there. And a lot of times when things be mundane and don't nothing happen for a long time, people will get lax, and they'll get relaxed, and they'll forget where you at. They'll get comfortable. I ain't never got comfortable in prison. Never got comfortable in prison, because I always know that something can happen. You could be out here in the day room, and you could be just sitting there watching TV. You could be sitting out there drinking coffee, playing chess or whatever, and then next thing you know, bah, 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 boom, boom, and you hear all this, and you look around, and dudes is running around with knives, stabbing each other and everything, and you like, boom, and you can't go nowhere. This ain't like out on the street. It ain't like when you heard shooting, pow, 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 you out here in the restaurant, or you somewhere and people start shooting, everybody get up and run. They go to their car, they get out of there. Ain't nowhere to go in prison. Ain't nowhere to go. You can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And if they got all the doors locked, you really ain't going nowhere. So you in a small area where everybody's running around crazy and stabbing or doing all this, or hitting each other with locks in the sock, or throwing pool balls or whatever going on, and you can't go nowhere. And then you don't know if this gonna come towards you. You have no idea. You have to be ready. Yeah, you have to be ready to either protect your life or ready to lose your life. The choice is yours. Because, man, it get chaotic in there. It gets super chaotic, and people get, man, it's like you get so paranoid when you see things like that happening, because You don't know if it's gonna come towards you. Dudes be so out of their mind and they be so paranoid when they slinging it. They don't know if this is buddy or this is friend or somebody with them or whatever. So they moving around too, and then they get close to you. They might be like boom, and they might. So you just in a. It's like a feeling you can't describe, man. I mean, I've been in a lot of those situations, man. You can't really, I can't really put it into words how the actual feeling is, but I know it's a rush that comes over your body, like you're in danger and got to be ready to protect yourself, And like I said, when I seen that on that basketball court, man, it changed a lot in me, because shh, by the time I left the wall, I won't I won't go in for nothing, because I knew what was out there, I knew what could happen, and I won't gonna let it happen to me. And even in the wall, for the rest of for the rest of the time I was there, probably 90% of the time I was there, I had that Bethlehem on me everywhere I went. That's how paranoid I was. I had it with me. I slept with it. I had it when I went to the shower. I had it when I went to the visiting room. I had it when I went out on the yard. And if I would have got caught with it, I just was gonna take the penalty, because it's a good old saying in prison. Say you rather get caught with it than without it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you really feel when you in there, because like I say, anything can happen to anybody. No one is invincible. No one can't be killed. No one can't be got. But you gotta pad the odds in your favor. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try to pad the odds in your favor. So if you ready for whatever come, then whatever gonna happen anyway. But you can't say you won't prepare. You can't say you won't prepare. And that's where it comes down to in prison. A lot of dudes will get in there and they not about that violence, and that's understandable. A lot of dudes ain't about it, but you in prison there, you have no choice, because this is what prison is about. It's about violence. It's about violence, and that's what it's about. Because no one in there is gonna get what they gonna get, or prove any point that they trying to prove by talking. It just don't work in prison. It just don't work. Ain't nobody listening to you. Ain't nobody listening when you in there. You trying to get out, and you trying to talk to people, and you trying to get help. Ain't nobody listening to you. It's the same in there. Ain't nobody listening to you when you in prison. Your voice is unheard. Your voice is unheard. You are unseen. You are invisible. You are considered a subhuman, man. And it's a vicious world, and I don't wish it on nobody, not one single solitary soul. Even if I consider them to be somebody I don't even like, that's not what I wish upon them, man. Because it's a vicious life, man, and I've seen some vicious things, and been around some vicious people, and people would take your life, and I told somebody this yesterday. Man, dudes take your life and they'll cut your throat, man, and then go to the microwave and fix them a oodle noodle, man, a ramen noodle. What y'all call it out here, a ramen noodle. Go straight to and act like it ain't nothing happened. Yeah, who next in the microwave? Yeah, let me get out for you. And dude over there holding his neck because he just cut his throat. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in there and you realize, man, that your life, has no value to no one else, you have to act like that. You have to act like your life has no value to no one else, and the only person that has value to is you. So you have to protect it at all costs, because you ain't got but one. That's the only one you got, and you cannot get another. Not that I know of, But yeah, I just, like I say, that right there was a eye opening moment for me right there. That was an eye-opening moment for me, and it awakened a whole lot of things in me, because like I said, I always put myself in situations, and you got to envision that, and then I think about, my family. I think about my kids. I think about, man, I got to get back home. I got to get back home. Even when you don't even know if you ever will get back home, you got to keep that in your mind, that I gotta get back home, and whatever gets in my way in the course of me getting back home, I have to remove it. I have to remove it, because it's either gonna be him or you. So yeah, but I just wanted to drop that on y'all and let y'all know, man. That's one of these quick videos, because I seen that movie last night. It's something that just remind me of that. But the viciousness in there is real. So like I tell y'all young fellas, man, young kings and queens, man, because I'm quite sure some viciousness goes on in the female prisons as well. But if you're out here, you winning, man. You are winning way more than you know. No matter how bad it may look out here, no matter what your situation is, it can and it will change. All you have to do is endure. All you have to do is endure. It will change. But in prison, it is not going to change until them doors open. And you have to get to that opening door, man. You have to get to that release date. You have to get to that day that they let you walk up out of there, man. And, you know, like I say, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. You never, ever have to go through this, man. You never have to go through this. Just be safe out here. Be smart. Make good decisions, man. Don't put yourself in a position to lose your liberty, you know, because if you lose your liberty, man, you could lose your life. So, you know, y'all be safe out here. Be smart. Make good decisions, man. Stay tuned. We'll be right back at y'all. Y'all ducked on hooks, man. All of them, they got something to do with the penitentiary. Last one, dude told me that he could have ducked them because they was coming a little too slow. So I want to speed it up a little bit for him. Thought you could have ducked that? Peace.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure delicious. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.